Black crystal warmly greets everyone. Do you believe it? There are things that heaven prevents you from succeeding in, and that is to protect you. Don't resent or get angry, because everything in life is predestined. Gaining something isn't necessarily a blessing, and losing something isn't necessarily a misfortune. Each person has their own destination and their own boat to take them to shore. If it's meant to be, you can't avoid it. If it's not, even if you meet, it won't work out. When fate brings people together, they gather. When fate dissipates, they part. We must always believe that everything in life is arranged for a reason. Pointing east but touching the mulberry tree, everything must follow nature. We just need to be kind and warm-hearted. The things heaven prevents you from succeeding in are not random or without reason. There must be something missing. Where there is a lack, there is fate. It's only to help you cultivate yourself and experience your true self. Anything you achieve through trickery will eventually have to be repaid, even doubled. What you gain through begging doesn't belong to you. What you achieve hastily will soon come at a cost. Gaining isn't necessarily a blessing, and losing isn't necessarily a misfortune. What can be lost was never yours to begin with. What truly belongs to you will return even if it's lost. Don't rush to blame or complain. After giving your best effort, if it's yours, it will return even if you let it go. If it's not, losing it is more peaceful than holding on. Many things in life are beyond your control. You can only control yourself. Try your best, but you can't force the outcome. Always believe that if things don't go as planned, heaven will compensate you in a more deserving way. Blessings don't have a door, but people can open the way. Good and evil have retribution, like shadows follow form. Do good without expecting blessings in return. You will receive the greatest fortune. Without intention, the willow tree still thrives. Even if you suffer losses from others, as long as you persist in doing good, heaven will compensate you more. There may be temporary failures, but if you persist, what's lost will return. Blessings may come late, but they will never be absent. Never resent the people who appear in your life. Good people bring joy, bad people give you lessons, the worst give you experience, and the best leave you with memories. Life is just a series of meetings and partings. Those with deep connections will stay longer, those with shallow connections will leave sooner. Departure isn't a loss but a liberation, the beginning of new encounters. A woman who went through 9 failed artificial inseminations, betrayed by love and family, lost everything by the age of 48. But when she lost the obsession with her unfaithful husband and the old bonds, she became stronger and more complete. A woman who loves others more than herself will eventually lose her way back. Only when you take control of your life and keep your soul belonging to yourself can you truly grow. The difficulties in life are what help you grow. A young monk was busy from morning till night, only having time to read scriptures at night. Years passed, and he realized he was always busy while his fellow monks were leisurely and calm. The young monk felt discontent and went to the abbot to express his dissatisfaction. However, the abbot didn't say a word and continued to assign him endless hard work. One day, the temple suddenly announced an examination. All the monks couldn't endure it. Only the young monk, with his superior physical and mental strength, won and received a sacred mission. He was Xuanzang. The challenges the abbot had given him became the light in his heart, helping him overcome countless dangers to finally retrieve the scriptures and return to the great Tang. Understand that life is impermanent, and nothing is absolutely good or bad. Only by acting without expectation can you achieve success. Everything has cause and effect. What you lose will return to you in another way. Believe that heaven's arrangements are always better and more complete than your own choices. The difficulties before you, if you can't overcome them, will become a blow. But if you overcome them, they will become valuable experiences. Many people please others, but only those who please themselves are truly wise. Pleasing yourself isn't selfishness or arrogance but making your life warmer and richer. Life is full of storms, learn to hold your own umbrella. In difficult times, persist in planting flowers of hope for yourself. When you reach a certain age, What truly attracts isn't your face but the temperament engraved in your bones and the soul polished by time. When you hit rock bottom, it's heaven's opportunity for you to change your life. When you face challenges, it's heaven helping you become stronger. When you face a dead end, it's the beginning of rebirth. When you meet petty people, it's heaven teaching you to grow. All blessings come from the heart. Whether life is good or bad, blessings or misfortunes never depend on external opinions but only on your mindset. When your mindset is good, everything becomes pure. A clear soul isn't free from dust but knows how to let the dust fly while still shining like the sun. Never regret being good to someone, even if you misjudged them, were betrayed, or hit a wall. Because being good to others doesn't prove they're good but proves you're good. Kindness is a virtue. When you live better, you don't need to expect rewards. You are the greatest beneficiary, standing at the peak of life. A farmer who won the Best Corn Award every year didn't hesitate to share his winning seeds with other farmers. When asked why, he said, "Being good to others is actually being good to myself." The wind carries pollen everywhere. If neighbors plant poor quality corn, my corn will also be affected during pollination. So, I'm happy if everyone plants good corn. His words sound simple but contain profound philosophy. Whatever you do for others, you're actually doing for yourself. Everything will eventually return to you. No matter how others are, you must remain kind. Others' bad behavior not being punished is their business, but you are responsible for your kindness. Evil people will eventually pay for their wrong words and actions. And you will surely be rewarded for the good you do. Believe in that. Now, as long as your mind is at peace, happiness already exists. In fact, your kindness has secretly helped you overcome danger without you knowing it. The so-called unexpected blessing is actually protection in advance. Before a person succeeds or receives blessings from heaven, they must go through suffering, challenges, emotional setbacks, or unstable career phases. These experiences will forge a completely new version of you. Heaven uses these challenges to help you understand the laws of the world and recognize the nature of human hearts. Only after experiencing them can you gain wisdom, break the chains of fate, and be reborn from the ashes. Just as the body must endure hardship for blessings to be deep, the heart must endure hardship for wisdom to open. Only when you truly experience the feeling of being uncared for can you feel the unforgettable sweetness. Truly strong people are those who have weathered storms, crossed abysses, suffered hopeless pain but ultimately climbed out on their own. Truly wise people have all experienced serious failures. You must believe that no matter how talented or well prepared you are, if you don't succeed, it might be heaven guiding you to a better choice. A better opportunity ahead. Only by overcoming everything can you become the chosen one. Becoming the chosen one definitely requires rebirth from despair. In fact, everyone is chosen. The difference lies in whether you have the endurance to overcome the 5 major challenges heaven sets. The first challenge, storms and hardships. As the saying goes, enduring extreme hardship makes one outstanding. If a person can't endure hardship, they can't achieve great things. Looking back at 5,000 years of history, those who ultimately achieved great success or fame all went through countless hardships and challenges. The bitterness they endured is something only they deeply understand. Like rebirth from ashes, this process is full of pain. For example, Wintre, throughout his life, served the country with integrity, devoted himself to the nation, and cared for the people. But in the end, he was framed by petty people, driven to despair, and his family was exterminated. Wintre deeply loved the people, cared for them, and respected them. He affirmed that the people are the force producing the material wealth of society and the decisive force in the rise and fall of dynasties and nations. He is considered a historical figure with the noblest people-oriented ideology in Vietnamese feudal history. Wintre believed in heaven and regarded it as the creator of all things. Each person's life is arranged by heaven's will. The nation's fate, the king's destiny, are also determined by heaven. But heaven is not only the creator but also has emotions, a heart like parents. The love of life and the way of heaven are in harmony with the universal psychology and earnest aspirations of people, which are happiness, prosperity, and peace. If people follow heaven's will, they can turn weakness into strength, defeat into victory. And conversely, according to Wintray, if people don't follow heaven's will, they can turn peace into danger and bring disaster upon themselves. The second challenge, staying pure in the mud. Be like a lotus, born from mud but unstained by it. People are the same, even living in a world full of temptations and gossip, they must keep their souls pure and untainted. Be like the lotus, born from mud but unstained, always maintaining purity and innocence. No matter the circumstances, show the brightest and most radiant essence of life. The meaning of life is essentially being born from risk, living in dedication, and when life ends, returning to dedication. Heaven, earth, and all things, along with our parents, are like the mud nurturing life, the root energy of the soul. It is thanks to this nurturing that we can become people of wisdom and morality. Mud is the root nurturing the soul, silently flowing in the stream of love. If a person's life doesn't shine, it's no different from a stagnant puddle, lifeless and meaningless. When a person truly feels that the universe, all things, and parents are a unified entity, the root nurturing life, the door to pure energy in the soul opens. Then, the door to exploring the ultimate truth of the universe also opens. Everything can serve us. In fact, nothing is entirely good or evil. Our souls are inherently infinite. If you think others are bad, it's because your mind is focusing on their negative aspects. If you think others are evil, it's your mind generating evil thoughts. Everything is just a reflection of your own soul. Like the lotus, is mud bad? Without mud, there would be no lotus. The lotus's roots cling to the mud, relying on it for energy to grow. Thus, everything is necessary for the lotus. Life is the same. Heaven, earth, and all things are the nurturing ground helping us grow. Everything exists for us, is a part of us. Nothing is truly evil. The people you consider bad or evil are actually here to help you experience and grow from your true essence. Heaven, earth, and all things share a common root. Without them, we couldn't exist. They are all indispensable parts of our lives. All are here to bless and help us grow. The essence of life is gratitude and dedication. Therefore, when living in the world, be grateful for everything, even the people or things you consider bad. Those who bring you suffering and challenges are the ones blessing your growth. Without experiencing failure, how can you grow? How can wisdom be born? How can a happy life be created? Remember that all the people or events appearing in your life are the best arrangements. They are all the best blessings. When you achieve complete wisdom and a fulfilled life, looking back at the ended connections, you'll realize how precious those blessings were. The third challenge, the realm of chaos. Life is like a game that needs leveling up. If life has 10 levels, from the first to the 10th, we all must go through difficult challenges and moments of being lost. Usually, these are the gates life forces us to face. Avoiding them is impossible. When facing difficulties and being lost, many choose to escape, lacking the courage and wisdom to confront them. As a result, they remain stuck at that gate, life falls into a deadlock, and their minds are imprisoned in pain and despair. Each person, when facing current adversity, is the time to train and enhance their mental strength. When opening wisdom, nurturing the soul, and cultivating personal virtues, if you can overcome this training process, your life will step into a completely new world. The difficulties and adversities you once thought insurmountable will vanish like smoke. You'll easily resolve them, and they'll no longer be issues. A person's entire life is essentially a journey pursuing a realm and state of mind. When your realm is elevated, all problems will instantly disappear. Recognizing others' suffering, those who have overcome the first 3 challenges are all enlightened beings, messengers of light, possessing great wisdom and a kind heart. They have a primal empathy for all sentient beings, as all life has emotions, and human emotions are the strongest. Think of the mother who carried you for 10 months, enduring hardship to give birth. Think of the father who worked hard outside to earn money, raise the family, and educate you. How arduous it was. The suffering from birth, aging, sickness, death, or the invisible pains in the soul are things everyone must experience. It's through suffering that we learn to cherish happiness, understand what love and kindness are. Only by going through these challenges can we maintain faith, not change direction, and ultimately reach the source of happiness. Only those who truly understand and feel others' suffering can awaken to the origin of life. Then, the light of life will be lit. A lamp will shine in the soul, illuminating everywhere you go. The meaning of this is infinite. Difficult phases aren't related to career stagnation. When you're on the rise, there will inevitably be times of stagnation or plateau. But during that time, you don't need to worry. Just maintain your mindset, listen to yourself, and patiently wait for the right opportunity to act. When the conditions are ripe, miraculous opportunities will appear. Noble people will come to help, allowing you to leap higher. The fifth challenge, achieving success and fame. When reaching this stage, you've undoubtedly become outstanding. But always remember, your character must match what you possess. If you have virtue, cultivation, humility, and persistence in learning, you can gather strength from all directions and ultimately achieve complete success. When you start understanding that all the hardships and challenges you're going through are stepping stones to becoming the chosen one, you'll realize that everything heaven arranges for you is what you need to experience. Your task is to live fully through those experiences. Emotions, whether good or bad, are just passing guests, they come and go. Your goal is to become the chosen one, not a slave to emotions. Therefore, when facing difficulties, calmly experience them. Whether emotions bring you joy or sorrow, when you learn to be tolerant with yourself and accept everything that happens, all will gradually change according to your mind. Understand that everything in life is relative. If you treat life well, life will respond to you in another way. The more suffering a person endures, the greater the blessings they receive. As long as you persist, one day you'll be reborn from the challenges. Remember, when people reach a dead end, it's also the moment of rebirth. The more you're in a desperate situation, the more you must maintain your spirit, inner strength, and will. Turn inward, observe yourself, focus on the present, stay calm, don't rush, don't panic. Be patient, endure loneliness, and hold on to your initial will. When you deeply believe in yourself, wisdom and answers will naturally come to you. A truly strong person's highest ability is the power to be reborn in adversity. When everyone thinks you have no way out, you can still turn the situation around, overcome all difficulties, rise from failure, go against the current, and win. Remember, fish that don't cross the rapids can't become dragons, kings who don't endure hardship can't succeed. Thank you for watching till the end. If today's sharing brings value to you, please like to support me. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button on the right so we can connect more deeply. Wherever you are, I hope we can cultivate blessings together. Joyfully share immeasurable merit.